Hey everyone, how's it going tonight? I'm just doing a little video. I've never done one of these before. This is just to help me get over some of my insecurities and try and just explain maybe to how I got to where I am. And I've done a bunch of talks with the lady at the health unit when I went through and did my quit smoking program. She just wanted to know if I would tell my story after I told her the story, but how I got to where I did, if I would come with her and speak to some. I started with some small groups, and then groups got a little bit larger, and then I actually lost my one speaking engagement because I was talking like Gary Vee and got a little too explicit and kind of upset some people on how graphic I was. But I did, one of them lifelong smokers. I mean, anybody that knows me or knew me, knows that you never ever seen Jeff Collings without a cigarette in his mouth. I mean, if they had an Olympic sport for smoking, I would have been right up there in the medal ceremony for sure. I mean, I was so active and so did a lot of sports. I think that compensated a lot as I was growing up. And I mean, I wasn't an idiot. I knew they weren't healthy sticks I was smoking. I mean, but I thought it was one of those things that, would affect your 80s, you know what I mean? Like, well, I won't have it when I'm 80, I'll die in my 70s. I thought, oh, well, whatever. So, what I have is called COPD, which is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, which means that my lungs have a lot of fluid and I can't breathe through my lungs. It's like an umbrella term, like emphysema, chronic bronchitis, that kind of thing. The number one killer in North America is heart disease, and number 2 is cancer, and number 3 is COPD. So my story was, I always thought I had something going on. I always had a bit of asthma or something. Things started to flare up a little bit where I couldn't do as much. I couldn't walk as much. I couldn't walk up a hill. So I started using like a Vicks inhaler. That worked for a little while. Finally, it got really bad. I was really having some trouble especially during the hot weather in the summer. So I went to my doctor and I was explaining to him how I was having a little bit of trouble, and he gave me a puffer. So I went home and took the puffer, and my lungs were brand new again. So did I think, okay, now's a good time to, quit smoking and start healthy? No. Why would you? I feel great. Never change a darn thing. So, a few more months go by and I start to slowly get down to where I'm sucking that puffer down way more than the prescription said. I go back to the doctor and I said, doctor, this thing you gave me is not working that good. I'm having trouble again. So he gave me another inhalant thing, more kind of a steroid-y thing. Same effect. Amazing. Could breathe right down to my toes. Like I never smoked a day in my life. Awesome. Back to go, washed them off, good to go again. Same pattern. People. Another one. It was like a powder. It's Riva. That's another steroid. Same thing, same MO. A month goes by, you're starting to see a pattern. When you're an addict, you're an addict. I'm a nicotine addict, so guess what? Back to the doctors, and he goes, well, Jeff, I got nothing for you. And that was scary, scary stuff. I used to take a straw around with me when I did my presentations, and I used to hand out a bunch as I was talking, and I'd get people, I said, well, put this in your mouth, now plug your nose, now breathe through the straw. And I said, that's what it was like breathing for me. I said, my lungs breathe without this oxygen tank is on 16%. So, I can't barely walk to the car without losing my breath if I didn't have oxygen on. I lost 50 pounds worth of weight. I have trouble keeping weight on because you can't eat And like I said, when you can't breathe, you don't want to eat, you don't want to do anything. It is horrible. You know, I'm on a 50-foot hose around the house here. I have one that plugs in. I have a portable tank that I carry with me when I want to go out, but it's not the same. My life has definitely changed. So the health nurse said, you know, geez, I really appreciate you coming with me to do all these little talks that you do. And I said, well, you know, if I can just get through to one person, I mean, everybody knows you should eat better and do exercise. There's lots of fat people, right? Same thing as smoking. I thought, oh, it will never happen to me. It'll never happen to me. Well, guess what? So if you don't die from heart disease or heart attack, and you don't, lucky enough not to get cancer, COPD. Because now in my research, I'm finding out that even if you've quit smoking, chances are that the stuff that's in the cigarettes and all the other stuff is still in there, and eventually will wheedle its way down and still eventually get you a little bit. Now, the sooner you quit, the better, but it's going to get you sooner or later. And everybody always points to that one person, that little old lady, that little old man that smoked till they were 90. Well, they're like one in the lottery. It's 1 in a million. So if you're still smoking, it's going to get you eventually. And I'll do another video some other time on how I quit. And that's not pretty either, but there is a way to get off them before you get to the point where I'm at. So just want to make like a quick little video just to show you where I'm at, and just let them know that I'm doing okay and I'm getting by. You know, I'm getting a lot of support from a lot of people around me, my family, and helping me out. I mean, other than I got this hose in my face and you know, people noticed me or heard rumors or whatever, I am doing okay. I mean, my voice is super raspy. I'm not near as hyper of a guy as I used to be, but I'm doing all right. So anyway, until we talk again, hope everybody has a great day. And like I said, give me a call, message me on Facebook. My phone number is 519-720-8708. You can call me anytime. Anybody wants any advice how to get off smoking, how to talk to anybody, I'll go to school groups, I'll go to anywhere and tell my story, because it's pretty shocking when you see somebody on auction and stuff like that, because it's that next level. Like I said, because when you can't breathe, nothing else matters. So anyway, thanks a lot, and I hope everybody does well. So breathe free, my friends.